Oh, we started the recording. Can I do it? I did it. Yay, success. Great success is mine. Let's bring our UI back. So last time I talked about stuff, and this time I'm going to talk about more stuff. Welcome to VOD of Consciousness, which is a video on-demand recording of my stream of consciousness of thoughts. So some about gameplay, some about my feelings on politics, like how the political parties are just bickering at each other instead of fixing our problems, and we have deadlock in Washington because nobody wants to compromise. And nobody wants to compromise because that means they can't get reelected. And as we all know, the number one job of an elected official is to keep their job, which I think is a bit ridiculous. I don't think anybody should be a career Well, so I'm not against a career politician, but I don't think you should be able to be a career politician in the same position. That's the horn maker. I do not need the horn maker. I need the lady who makes them cloaks. Over this way. Allison the Tanner. I'm just gonna sit back, relax while the thing automatically runs me. And admire the skybox. I like the skybox here. It's kind of purple above us. So, yep. There, yep. Here's the code. Warp to Barreton's estate, because I already found it a while ago. There's our friend Little Tom, but first, let's sell this longsword I don't need. Okay, Little Tom. He will give me a battle axe and a cane. And, talks about he tends to overdo it when he hunts for bears. This battle axe, probably not going to use. Let's ID these so they sell for more. IDing stuff generally makes it sell for more. Those probably both would have sold for 10 without being identified. And an ID charge is not terribly expensive, so it's usually better. So this is the thing with killing some stuff. I don't want the axe skills because I'm not going to use them. And he gave me a stupid starter axe. I will delete... and then this has Agnar the Foot. I've almost always taken these together. I don't need... Frenzy is really, really good in PvP and not very good in PvE. It makes you take double damage by attack a lot faster, and the warriors don't have great increased attack speed options. In terms of they all have serious compromises. It's usually a good idea to take those quests together just because they're right next to each other. Over here. That's where you need to take out some aloe seeds and fight this troll named Agnar, if I remember correctly. I wasn't looking at the thing too closely. Agnar the Foot. You do not need to actually use Hammer Bash to interrupt his rage skill. And in fact, for example, blind him. But you can see the aloe seeds. There's the large aloe seeds. And there's Agnar the Foot. So they're all just like right next to each other. The aloe seeds are going to be really easy to take care of. Because it turns out they don't like fire. So I can do this crazy thing where I'm like, here, have all the fire. And they're like, oh, you made us sad. Being an elementalist is very powerful for this quest. Have you noticed? And here's Agnar. He's just an Etten. He's not even a particularly big Etten. He's just an Etten. Elementalists are really strong in the early game and become much, much weaker later in the game. Okay, so now I've done both of those quests, so I can just pop myself back to the Barreton Estate. These are reverse skill quests in terms of they give you the skill for do the... That's probably not... This low-level stuff is probably generally not worth identifying if it is not at least blue. Rarity goes white, blue, purple, gold, and then green is unique, which is kind of its own dealy. They don't tend to be... gold stuff doesn't... Or green stuff, like I said, is unique. This, for example, is green. It has green text. It is unique, but doesn't it's not necessarily indicative of its rarity. Every green item is the exact same as any other green item with the same name. So I can show you that on another character. But like this right here is considered common with modifiers. This is just common. So that's just how they do rarity in this game. That's what I'm used to. A lot of people are used to the World of Warcraft method. There's probably other quests I could do. There's probably a bunch of them that I've already done. Definitely. I don't know. I've probably done everything here. Might as well just move to Postering Ascalon and call it a thing. Let's do that. Why not? I'm planning on deleting this character and making a new one. I don't need this character. So this character has been around for a while. You can see with this H command. I haven't even played 7 hours on this character over the past 75 months. Like, yeah, I could continue to rack up birthday presents, but there's no point in that. My other characters are doing that well enough. Thank you very much. So, I want a character that's genuinely an open slot to go through pre-searing Ascalon over and over and over again. So, I just use Valerie Peace for Valor and Peace. I don't know. That's peaceful here. So yeah, he talks about let's go take out these char. Okay. So yep. So they give you serious red text warnings. I'm ready to leave everything behind. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this because it makes sense to me to do so. And like I said, this character will be back in Pre-Searing Ascalon and re-rolled as a new character. But that's going to be for later because I'm going to want to make use of that footage for when I do a Guild Wars 1 ski series where I talk about Guild Wars 1 and how awesome it is and how much I love it and the problems that it has. Pro tip, the balancing was not great. It was okay. And I think the team that was doing it after Guild Wars 2 really became a thing. Live Team is what it was called, and then it got pulled for Guild Wars 2, and they never gave us it back. I think they were doing a really interesting job with balancing stuff, but I don't think the game was more active, that it was actually being balanced that well. But that's getting ahead of myself. That's something I will talk about at a different point in time when I make videos specifically for that particular topic, and those will go up on Vernacular Games YouTube channel, so maybe I will link it at some point in time here when it goes up and just make a little promo video. But right now, let's stand at attention. And so this is closer to what the game normally is, except these guys are just spamming attention. I'm ignoring Rourke because I do not care. Here we have Alicia, Stefano, Ryan. These are henchmen. Henchmen are kind of fill-ins for other players. There's better ones that you get access to later called heroes that did not come out until the 3rd game, and they are very useful. But anyway, the prince inducts us into his crew, the Ascalon Vanguard. It's kind of his elite force. And our job is going to be to go and play the flute. No, it's not actually going to be playing the flute. But let's airband. Let's airband it up. So we need to go take out Vatla Doomtooth. Anybody who's a fan of Guild Wars 2 will probably recognize that name. Because Fire Fear Shot was his son, I think. Excuse me. What's going... Oh, Prince Rourke's just... Okay. Hi, Prince Rourke. He does not like the Char. Char have their own stuff going on. They get fleshed out more in Eye of the North and obviously in Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is a game that I really, really, really want to like. Maybe I'll talk about Guild Wars 2 a bunch here. I really want to like it. It's beautiful. I love the aesthetic. I love the character creator. I love the music. But it is boring to play. Like, the world is cool too, but it is just so boring to play. Keep in mind, I'm coming from this game, where the recharge on this healing skill is 4 seconds. But it has a serious drawback, like, you have half armor while using it. This skill, 20-second recharge. That's longish. Guild Wars 2 is just... its pacing is just super slow. And, you know, that's just how it is. And they made decisions when they made that game. I don't blame them for some of them. Some of them I think are really bad, but... It's hard for me to go into it in exact detail without just pulling up the game and going over it, which maybe I'll do at some point in time, or maybe I'll make it... I'll probably make a video on it at some point in time. I'm considering it. It's unfortunate, but there was just a lot of decisions made where it's like, okay, why did you make this decision? Why did you think it was a good decision? And fundamentally what it is it feels like somebody who knows how to balance FPSs that doesn't know how to balance the sort of game that this was, saying, I want to change it to be something I know how to balance. And then the solution was to make it more like an FPS, except not enough like an FPS, and it's just, yeah. Anyway. That's my mini rant for this section of the episode, and we're going to kind of... And this, here's the searing, everyone. I'm not going to skip this. We need to watch the searing. Hi, Gwen. Gwen Thackeray. Well, not Thackeray yet. She will be.
It was on that day that the Char discovered a way around the Great Wall, a way to bring it down.
I really could have done the music better for this, but oh well. Welcome to post-searing Ascalon. In a moment, I guess.
This is where the true story begins.
You couldn't even heighten the resolution on the stairs. Seriously. Old Ascalon. Good old 2 years later. So right here, this is Ascalon City. Like, well, we're kind of on top of part of the wall. Captain Osric will have a quest for us. We're back from patrol. And go talk to Titus about the Crichton Ambassador. And if we look... Actually, this is... So this is along the wall. This is where we got the quest to go to where we are now. Here's the gate. So you can see how this went down. This is one of the things that my friend was telling me about, like, oh man, this thing's crazy. You gotta come check this out. And this right here is the gate into... man, I'm getting so much nostalgia doing this right now, by the way. This is the gate into Ascalon City pre-searing. This kind of led up, if you remember, Prince Rurik was kind of up this direction. And he was up over this way. I'm not sure if everything works out exactly right. I'm getting mesmered. Oh, this is an annoying hex. It makes you slower. Oh, well, now I need to go walk over there. War Master Grass, we talked to him in a previous episode to become a warrior. Here's Gerald the Tamer. Gerald. And we're just going to go into Ascalon City as it is now. And this area was flooded previously. If you may recall, I made mention of it. So we're going to go ahead and walk inside there next time. We're going to just be a tease. And let's... Well, that's attention. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.